Hey everyone, I'm Derek and welcome to AITA Reddit Stories. We're looking at some of the most popular and/or interesting stories from the subreddit where people post real-life situations gone wrong, and tell their side of the story and users judge whether the poster was in the wrong. Today we're counting down our picks for the best 5 AITA Girlfriend Stories. Number 5. AITA for not wanting my dad's girlfriend to come on our camping trip with us? We have this thing every year with my dad and me, 16 meters, where we do a guy's camping trip. Ever since I was 5. Before my parents split, even my mom wouldn't come cause it was meant just me and him. We haven't been spending much time anymore cause he moved further, so it's like every other weekend. He's been with his girlfriend 3 years. I don't really like her, but that's cause whenever I'm there, if we're not doing something she likes, she in a bad mood. Doesn't like going hiking, bike riding, or going to shooting range, but we do, and she complains the whole time if we can leave yet. Then it just became doing stuff she likes anytime I'm around them. And he includes her in everything, so never been just me and him. Except for our camping trip obviously, and I want to keep it that way. But he's saying she wants to come with us. Literally last camping trip we did in December we had to leave early because she wanted to go home. It's always been guys only trip too. She know I don't want her to go, and she been extra nasty for not accepting her into the family. My dad says he knows our trip matters to me, but it would be nice to let her come cause she really wants to. His girlfriend thinking I'm an asshole now cause I still keep saying I don't want her coming with us. AITA?
Number 4. AITA for not accepting my father's apology?
Throwaway account. I, 18M, graduated from high school in May. I was the valedictorian and got a college scholarship. I don't know if that matters in this situation, but I guess I'd just say it. I've never had a close relationship with my dad. He and my mom broke up when he found out she was pregnant and just wasn't around much. He has 2 other children with his current girlfriend, 13F, 12M, and when they were born he really cast me aside. Now with COVID and all, there were a limited amount of people I could invite, so I invited my mom and my dad, and we'd call my out-of-state family, and then I'd go out to dinner with my mom and my boyfriend. So graduation day comes, and I guess it wasn't much of a surprise, but he didn't show up. I was and still am really upset about it. I doubted he would come given his past, but I really just hoped that for at least this milestone he'd be there. I go through with my plans, but I was sad about him not being there. I called and texted him but didn't get a response until now. Almost 2 months later, his response was that he was sorry but his daughter had a baseball game. He missed my graduation over a baseball game. I was so tired of him always putting his other children before me, but this is just so ridiculous. I told him that I didn't accept his apology and that he was a father. Now his family are saying I was rude and disrespectful. My mom's side of the family and my boyfriend completely had my side. AITA for not accepting my dad's apology? Number 3. AITA for not ordering my girlfriend's recommendation at her favorite hometown restaurant? I recently traveled with my girlfriend, 27F, of about 8 months several states away to meet her family, visit her hometown, etc. For the most part the visit went really well. I really liked her parents and siblings and we got along well. I had a good time. However, on night 2 of the visit she decided to take me to a local restaurant that she loved and that she grew up frequenting. Apparently the place is famous in the area for their walleye, and their most popular meal is a fried walleye basket with fries, coleslaw, and Texas toast. My girlfriend was going on and on about how awesome their walleye is and how I had to try it. The thing is, I'm just not a big fan of walleye. People from her region seem to love it, but it just tastes like lake water to me. I don't really like fish in general, actually, especially freshwater fish. I can eat it, but it's not something that I ever get excited about. When we got to the restaurant my girlfriend acted as if it were a foregone conclusion that we would both be ordering the famous walleye basket, but I told her that I wasn't interested but that she should order the 2 fillet basket instead of the 1 fillet, and that I would try a little of the walleye just to see what it was like. When the server came I ordered the fried chicken basket instead. My girlfriend was peeved at me for this. She said that I was visiting her hometown and that she wanted me to experience something that she really liked. Even if I'm not a huge walleye fan, I could have just tried her favorite hometown's restaurant meal that one time just because she wanted me to. But I think that she shouldn't have tried to, both figuratively and metaphorically, to shove something down my throat that I wasn't into. I also agreed to try to walleye, just not make it my whole meal. AITA? Number 2. AITA for telling my girlfriend that her friend isn't nearly as smart as she gives credit for? My girlfriend is 23 and I'm 25. I've been dating her for about 8 months now, and we've hit the point in our relationship where we're starting to introduce each other to our friends. She met my best friend since high school and I met one of hers. My girlfriend has this one friend who she talks about as the smartest person she knows. She can't even mention her name without saying how much she apparently knows about everything. Naturally, I was quite excited to meet her, and last night we met up for drinks. To be honest, I was utterly unimpressed. Her friend was very opinionated and willing to correct both of us, disagree with us on any point, but to be completely frank, she was kind of a moron. The peak in our conversation was when she tried to debate me on a subject I have a master's degree in, and when she ran out of answers she went to the bathroom to Google more. She came back citing a person who is considered a total joke in the field, and has no formal education in it, as some sort of credible source, and when I told her that, she said he was actually widely respected. He is not. I tried to be civil and said we can agree to disagree, and she told me that both she and my girlfriend agree that I'm wrong. My girlfriend then took her side. For the rest of the night I half listened as she rambled on about the most profoundly moronic things I've ever heard. My girlfriend fawned over her like she was listening to a TED Talk live. On the drive home my girlfriend was doing her normal ranting and raving about how smart her friend was, which I just answered with silence. Then she asked what I thought, and I told her honestly. Her friend is a stupid person who thinks she's smart, and it's very concerning that she trusts her word so much. She got furious at me and completely shut down. Now she's being very short with everything I say. I wonder if I was out of line for answering her question honestly or if I should have just nodded along. Number 1. AITA for shutting down my parents after they brought up a crappy story at my brother's graduation? I'm 5 years older than my brother. When he was born I wasn't very happy with him and tried to give him away many times. I even tried to run away to my uncle's house because I didn't want to share the house with him. It took about a year for me to adapt, and when I did I loved him and I loved being his big brother. But my parents love to talk about that first year of his life and how I reacted to him. They bring it up at Christmas, birthdays, family weddings, etc. And it annoys me and hurts my brother, which annoys me more. He's sensitive to the fact while we're great now, I had disliked him being born so much I wanted to give him away and tried to run away when he wasn't sent away. I get why he feels that way too. Anyway, he graduated high school this summer and we had a small thing at home with his girlfriend's family, my husband's family and our family. And at this graduation party our parents proceeded to go into the stories again. Only this time they brought up the 2 worst ones. The time actually took him outside while my parents weren't looking and asked a random neighbor to take him. And the time I actually left our home and made it all the way to my uncle's because I didn't want to live with him anymore. My parents find both of these stories hilarious and laughed their asses off, while my brother looked so upset and I was trying to keep it cool. I have apologized many times to him, anytime a new to us story is mentioned. But this time I couldn't keep my anger in check and snapped. I asked them why they felt the need to bring them up still, that it hurts my brother every damn time and what is the point, is it to punish me? Do they really think it's funny that I tried to give my brother away multiple times and actually ran away from home? Did they really think other people wanted to hear it? My brother ended up coming to stay with me and my husband. Our parents said I was in awe for blowing up at them like that. AITA? Number 1.